Hello guys, welcome back to the video. Today is day 21, season 2 on another farm. There's a lot going on, so let's get into it. Starting off outside the farmhouse, nothing new, just got the quad parked up in front of the oil tank. In the shed, got the ICE 200 parked there, and the cattle trailer been parked back up after moving the animals. As you can see, they've taken the gate off the hinges there, as there's no animals in there, so there's no need for the gate to really be on. And it opens an awkward way. It opens towards the pillar. So if you want to get anything out, you have to pull towards the cars, shut the gate behind you, and then reverse it out. It's just awkward. So for now, they're taking the gates off, just so it's less awkward. So yeah, and sheet trailer's still there. We've still got bits and bobs there. And the marshal is still sat on logs, as I don't think they're in a particular rush to get the tyres, to be honest, because it's not really that time of year to be using it, so she can just be sat here for quite a while. So she'll probably stay here for a couple of months, I'd imagine. But I think they want beefier tyres, it also just makes it higher off the ground. In the shed, got the baler, wrapper, and the trail forager. Now, speaking of silage, I asked the farmer and he said he wasn't doing silage next week, because he normally does it the week after baling. But because they only do 2 cuts, they're leaving it a bit later, so I think it's going to be in June, and then second cut's going to be in August, along with third cut bales. So, trail forager won't actually be out for a while. But I believe they're still doing the one field. And we've got the lawnmower parked up ready for its next job. Cleaned all the old grass off the deck and the blades and all that. And we've got the tyres off the muck spreader there, all the old ones. Nothing new in this shed. Then in the Dutch barn, it's quite busy. Moved a couple of things around. They got the low loader in here. Bucket and yard scraper just sort of been abandoned, to be honest. Keenan's been moved along, Tylander's been parked there, and Mini Digger's still sat, as it doesn't have that many jobs to be at. So it's probably more going to be this sort of silage and baling equipment that they use, especially this time of year. So, and then same with the silage pit, nothing's new in there. Then we come to what I like to call the trailer park, as pretty much every trailer has been parked here at some point. We've got the bale trailer's been moved along, and the herbs dump trailer's just not moved, to be honest. Then we've got the 77040. Surprisingly, no one's in this, with the double bale lifter on the back, waiting to move the bales. Now, this is something I spoke about a couple of weeks ago, but we've got the contractors in their TVT 190, and they're new to them, Fusion 4. So they wanted to get Fusion 3, but obviously they wanted to get the new one because this one was coming out around the time that they were thinking of getting a Fusion 3. The Fusion 4 was announced, so they waited a bit longer. But the reason why they didn't do it earlier was because pretty much most contractors use Fusions, and they didn't want to be like every other contractor. But then they just went for it, see how it goes, and I think they've had it a month or 2 now. So it just arrived just before summer, which was perfect timing. So it's a baler and a wrapper in one. And I did mention that the farmer was going to get the contractors in just wanted to see it in action and see if obviously he'll get them in every year. I don't think he will, but I think he just wanted to see a baler and wrapper in one, especially a Fusion, because obviously you've got like the Viking fast baler, you've got the Fent, you've got a massive one, but I think, well, in my opinion, the McKay looks better. And I think he just wanted to see something different for once, hence why his baler and wrapper are still in the shed. So he's just slowly but surely going along the swath there. It's already got 2 bales out, and there'll probably be about 2 or 3 more on this field. Then in the cow field, we have farmer's son in a bit of a different tractor on the class brake. So this is the new t6080. Farmer's son's already done his thing, so he's added window sticker and the straight pipe. I think he might be adding strobes to it, I'm not too sure. But this looks more like a t6080 than the other one did. It's a lot higher up. Tyres are beefier. I think they're slightly wider, and it's got a front linkage, which is perfect. So this will be the raking tractor, I imagine, possibly on the bale trailer, possibly on the baler, I'm not too sure. But yeah, very nice, and I think that arrived earlier this week, so still got one thing to add to it, and I believe that's the strobes. Well, that's what he was telling me anyway, so I think they're on the way, so we'll get them wired in, and she'll be looking nice then. And we've got farmer in the 753 with the John Deere mower on the back. Now, he's not normally in the 753, and the mower's not normally on the 753, as obviously this was arrived this year, but it's normally on the 7740, and why it's not is because the 7740 linkage, when it's all the way down, is a lot higher than the 7530. So the 7530 gets the mower right on the ground, whereas the 7740 is slightly half above the ground, so it doesn't get all the grass. So they decided 7530 is what it's going to go on, or anything else, just not the 7740. The 7740 I think is a bit too small for the mower. I think she's more suited for the wrapper, bale lifter, or possibly the baler. So they swapped it over this year. I think that's how they're going to keep it for second and third cut. So they're just finishing off this field here, and that's first cut bales. So there'll be probably 4 there, and then probably 2 or 3 in this field. There'll be about 2 or 3 swaths. So he's got to turn around, do that bit there, and then that's them done for first cut. It's very short, but they get it done eventually. Then moving on, coming down there, well, out of the town, got the 3650, the one on the big beefy tyres, with one of the older Kane 16 tons. You can tell because it's got the white rims, not the silver or grey rims. And I think he's heading out of town, back to the field. I don't know if he's got lunch or if he has to go through the town to get to the farm or something, I don't know. But yeah, I think that's a very fitting tractor for that trailer. I believe there is another Kane in the area that's not a classic. It's a special edition one, I'm not too sure. But it's in like a darker blue with a gold, I think. So that might be out this summer. And definitely will be on the lookout for it. And apparently the contractors are getting another new piece of kit that they'll use for summer, so that could either be anything to do with silage or bales, I'm not too sure, but I'll also be on the lookout for that as well. Then we've got farmer's son's mate, who's probably getting very impatient, hoping it was clear to overtake, but it's clearly not, so he's still stuck behind him. So any chance he gets, he'll probably try and overtake him. Then we have the local man in his Scania. Now this man has been busy and is busy for most of the summer, so a lot of people have been nagging him like, can you fit me in somewhere, can you do this for me, because obviously with summer he's having to be moving bales, he's having to be moving kit, he's having to be delivering kit to the dealership, delivering new kit to farms and stuff like that. So this man is flat out. I believe it's just his own truck. I don't think he actually owns a business or works for a business. I think he just gets asked to do it and he does it. So he's got the contractors Hitachi's axis on his low loader, and obviously because they're busy with silage, bales, and obviously at the main farm, they've asked if he could move it back to the yard for them. Just dump it somewhere in the yard will be fine, because I think all their drivers are out doing something, so that could be probably silage mainly, and probably a bit of bales as well. So I think it's quite a decent sized digger for the loader it's on. I think the contractor's one is just a bit too small, as it's a massive digger. It's more wide than it is long, because the length of the contractor's low loader and this low loader is fine for it. It's just the width of it is the problem, and this one is wider than the contractor's one, so you don't have to worry about clipping banks and clipping cars and what have you. So I think that's what he's been doing, and we'll probably see a lot of him this summer, moving bales and kitting, what have you. So yeah, so now it's summer, it's getting a lot busier, so we should see a lot more going on in the fields and on the road. So yeah, so to you guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and bye.